Hello? Hi. Welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh. It has been a while since we have done a VR stream. For obvious reasons, right? God, my controller has controller drift on it. Or like stick drift. There we go. Let me lower the music. I just need to open up advanced settings here and redo my play space. But I hope all of you are having a fantastic Friday so far. Alright, let me boot up VRChat and make sure everything's working in there. Yeah, hello Sturm, Nick, Link. Ryan was here very early, if he's still around. Hello. I'm just gonna make sure I'm logged in and everything before I switch the screen. I don't have a avatar to show you yet. Let me just make sure I'm not like on my test account or something. I don't think I will be, but there's a possibility I am. I think I am. Never mind. I lied. So I have to go log into my other account. This is the one thing I didn't check real quick. I checked everything else. You know how many fans I have going in this room right now? Oh my god, I have the AC on, I have like the room fan, and then I have a fan on my computer to make sure everything stays cool and we don't have to worry about my VR disconnecting. Alright, I'm just logging in real quick, so by real quick I mean kind of slow because I have to type in VR. And I always forget my username. Okay, there we go. Next step is this. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good start to their Friday. Oh, what a crazy week, huh? I don't know for anyone else, but for me, it's been absolutely nuts. You know? Yeah, just crazy. At least it feels that way. I've been very tired. Hi, Max. Hi, Meike. Mikashi. Okay. We're getting in, we're going. Alright, let me switch scenes and boot up VRChat for y'all. Woo! Alright. Here's the game. And let me select the game. No, that's the wrong window. Heck. Game capture. Not the right thing. Okay. Oh, it's so hard to see stuff sometimes. Hey, we did it! Hey! We done did it. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. I'm scared of our HUD. Oh! Oh! What is happening? Is it because of the new update? Oh god. Oh, I didn't even test my avatar for the new update! I'm so dumb! Now my skirt's flipping out! Bro! There's no way. Nobody. Pause. No self-enter. I don't know if that's gonna do anything. Apparently not. Wow. Thanks, VRChat. Ah! Well, there's one solution to this. That makes me a little sad, but I probably should have tested that because the update came out a bit ago. I think it's in here. Yeah, performance options, dynamic bones. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Fixed. Now we have our skirt back. Woo! Yeah, we had a really fluttery skirt. Hi, Cohen. Okay. Whew. Well, glad that we can still have this because that's by far the best part, if you ask me. Alright, camera. There we go. Hi. It's me, Mizuchi. Oh gosh, it's been a while. It's been a while. Huh. Oh, I'm so glad it's Friday. I'm gonna sleep in so hard tomorrow. I had stuff to do this morning and it just wiped me out. I'm gonna be quite serial with y'all. I am pretty low energy right now, but hopefully I gain some as we go along here. Start to talk and maybe look at stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go, as always. That's how these streams go, right? The VR chat stream's pretty comfy. Usually we just talk a little bit, find a nice world to chill out in. But maybe, oh gosh. No, I'm not gonna promise anything. But maybe a horror map? We'll go a huge maybe on that one. Speaking of horror, I know someone was talking about me doing Five Nights at Freddy's in VR, and I'm legitimately terrified to try that. I haven't even played any Five Nights at Freddy's games. I've watched them, of course, but I have not played any of them. The closest I've gotten is there's like replica maps in VRChat, and I have gone to those, but I actually haven't like played the games before. I have done a lot of horror VR. I was super big into it for a while. My friend and I we've gone through like every single VR horror map that's available. Well, as of like a few months ago, we've been through it all. We've done it all. So it's like that was our bread and butter. It's like because it's fun. It's like legitimately fun. It's usually more fun than like the game worlds and stuff like that. But maybe that's changed. I've just never been like a big gamer when it comes to VR. I don't really care to play games in VR that often unless it's like Beat Saber or something. Those are fun. But yeah, so I don't know. And VR chat is also pretty janky, so that also deters me from playing games in VR chat. At least I'd rather just go down like an actual game to play. But yeah. Oh my gosh. I bet you guys are happy it's Friday too, or Saturday morning for some, because I know I am. Like I said, it feels like it's been a long week. I feel like I've done a lot, which is good. That's always good. I have so many fans going on in this room. I hope my mic isn't picking it up too bad. I went and got my manicure done today because I was due. I get it done every 3 weeks, and now I have like it's called a chrome polish, and so it's like really shiny and it looks like a chrome. It's like a blue chrome on my nails with silver hearts and everything. It's super cute. I love getting my nails done. Get it, like I said, I get it done about every 3 weeks, and then I get a pedicure about every month and a half ish. Unfortunately, my toenails kind of grow slow. I don't know why. My fingernails grow really fast, and then my toenails grow kind of slow. I wish they grew a little bit faster because they are ridiculously slow. I also get like nasty ingrown toenails. Not fun. Not fun at all. And then I have to go to my pedicures, and I'm like, please. And it just sounds like I'm in a torture chamber. Like, oh god. If you ever had to get like a nasty ingrown toenail taken out, it's not fun. It's just rough. It's like super rough. Hi Looney. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday to you. Trying to think. I want to wake up a little bit. I was falling asleep right before stream. I dozed off and I woke up and I was afraid that I was going to be like time to stream. But luckily I only dozed off for like a couple minutes. And I was like, no! But you know, you ever done that? You doze off and you're like, you wake back up and you're like, how much time has passed? You're just like praying it's only been like a couple minutes at most. Because you had stuff to do. Yep. Let's see. Trying to see. I know of pretty worlds at least that we can go to. I'm just seeing if there's any like horror maps that would be fun to try and wake myself up. Because last time we did like half of PT. Oh wait, these guys released a new one? Oh, ooh. Oh, that's a good co-op horror game. Maybe I can convince a friend to come do it with me at some point. Good. I'm actually seeing new horror maps, which I haven't seen in a very long time. So I'm excited for that, because I'm pretty sure I looked like a couple months ago and I couldn't find any. And I was getting a little sad because it was just like the same stuff that I'd done over and over and over again, you know? Trying to look. Have a great day. I was about to go to sleep. I want to stop by and say hi. Well, I appreciate that. I hope you have a lovely sleep. You sleep well. We all need it. God knows we all need it. So one thing that, like, it's the root of, like, feeling good, right? Get a good night's sleep and you'll start to feel nice. When you just wake up, you don't get a good night's sleep and you just start the day off kind of shitty. Oh, I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm trying. There's a lot of new horror maps. I'm actually excited. I've been digging this lo-fi soundtrack. It's called Blockbuster. If you just type in like Blockbuster lo-fi, it comes up. I think it's by Lo-Fi Guy. I think that's the name. I credit him in my description, but it's been nice and chill. But I never like listen to lo-fi that often, but lately I have when just doing stuff. It's been nice. It's been nice. Okay, so I'm thinking we can try and beat PT, or I can look and see if there's something I haven't done at all yet. That's spooky. I'm looking for a short map. The problem is a lot of these maps can take hours, especially if you're alone. If you're alone, a lot of these like VR horror maps involve puzzles and figuring stuff out, and that can be a pain in the ass. Just because obviously the more people have, the more minds you have, so it's not too bad. But there was this one that my friend and I had to quit because we got like 2 hours into it and we weren't even halfway done, and we got so fucking pissed because it wasn't even good. We were expecting it to be good because it was like a third in the sequel of these maps, and we did it, got about 2 hours in, and we were just like, dude, this is too long. Like, we're not even halfway done, and it's been unbelievably crap so far. Like, we couldn't believe how bad it was. It was like, wow. Especially since we were looking forward to it. The last 2 maps were done pretty well, and we thought, you know, maybe they'll keep improving. Stuff like that. They're, you know, currently kind of the only creator that's doing these longer form horror maps that are, you know, kind of nice or at least scary. And then it was just complete crap. It was such a lunch bag letdown. Is this the one? I do like this one. I don't know. I'll try and convince a friend to come with me into VR next week, and we can do horror maps. That's what I'm feeling. Because like I said, I see some new ones that we haven't done yet, and I would like to do that. I think it'd be a lot of fun. For sure. And you guys can see me actually freak the fuck out. So tomorrow we do have the Chilla Art game. I have no idea how that's going to go. I haven't played a desktop horror game in ever. I can't remember the last time when I did. I think I played Outlast. Yes, I played Outlast last. And that was probably about a year and a half ago. Probably about a year and a half ago. And at first it was pretty fucking spooky, but like halfway through Outlast, it was like, all right, I want to get it over. I think that happened with me in Amnesia as well. I was like petrified in fear of Amnesia when I first started playing it. Then I got like halfway through and I'm like, okay, I get the gimmick. It's not that bad, right? That's the problem I have is, I imagine it might be a semi-common problem where it's like, okay, I get it. If I die, I just respawn. It's not that scary. Maybe there's like a spooky face that pops up, right? And then it's just like back to it. So I don't know. I have not watched a whole Chilla Art game all the way through, aside from the delivery one with the apartments. so I don't know what to expect from this one. What are we doing? We're doing closing shift tomorrow? That's right. We're doing closing shift tomorrow. So I have not seen any of this one. That's why I chose it. And so I'm curious. I hope it does spook me a little bit for the reactions, obviously. That's always fun. Hi, Riri. You're on time. Don't worry. There's no such thing as being late. You just show up when you want to, and that's enough for me. I'm just talking about horror games and stuff like that, and my lack of knowledge on them. Yeah, I definitely have a bunch of horror games to get through, though. Like I said, I have a game list, and it's long. It is very long, and I have it even sorted into genres, and I would say like half of them happen to be horror games. I don't know why. I guess this is a game list of like things I think would be good to stream, and usually horror games are pretty decent to stream. I like watching them a lot. I like watching other people play horror games, even if they're like really crappy. That's one of my favorite things to watch, actually, is other people play like really bad games. Because it's like funny. I'm not the one playing the game, so it's funny to me at least. So outside of that, hey, this is my 6th day actually streaming in a row if we count my debut. Is it? Yeah. Right? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. That's my 6th day streaming in a day. Six days streaming in a row. There we go. And that's pretty fun. You like watching, but I'm too chicken to play it myself. Yeah. I'm pretty chicken about horror games. I get jump scared real easily. I still don't know how I've gotten through VR horror maps, because dear God, it's just completely different when you're in here yourself. I was explaining this a little bit last time I was kind of doing one on stream. It's just a completely different experience. Like, I'll be honest, like VR horror games probably are not scary in desktop. There might be some exceptions out there, but for the most part, it just looks like super scuffed. It looks like super stupid. You know, it does not look great on desktop. When you're in here and like everything's dark, right? And you know, there's smoke rolling up on you or whatever, or mist or whatever it is, and like the whole atmosphere, the sounds, the direction of everything, it gets spooky real fast. I actually remember I was looking at a horror map not too long ago on desktop to see if it would be good, and I'm sitting here like, this is actually really boring on desktop. It might be okay in VR because I hate getting chased. But like on desktop it's not that bad because of just how mechanics work in VRChat and everything. But like in VR, I'd probably be shitting my pants realistically. So what world do you think you're gonna do? Honestly, I don't know. This is my problem when I come into VRChat. I just end up talking a lot. That's why I call it a zatsudan. I just end up talking a lot in VRChat, and half of me is just like, I want to lay down and keep talking, and I'll probably end up falling asleep if I do though. So I'm just trying to move around a little bit, keep myself awake. And it's not that I'm not excited to see you guys. I absolutely am. I'm just kind of exhausted today. It's been a very emotional week for me. In a good way, Like, emotionally good, but I get drained very easily. So I'm just kind of happy. I'm sitting here like living in the moment and everything's going well. Yeah, I think like I said, I am seeing a lot of new horror maps, so maybe I'll check them out. Not like go through them, but just make sure that they're not complete crap, because that happens a lot. And see if I can invite a friend to come do them with me, because some of these are a lot more fun when they are 2 people as opposed to 1. Like they just end up being a lot more fun at the end of the day. They just are. It's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna be more scared alone. In fact, I am gonna be more scared alone. But like I said, when you're with someone, and okay, this is what happened one time. So we were getting ready to do a horror map, my friend and I, and I was sitting there and I was like, ah, I'm not scared, right? Like, we've done a lot of horror maps at this point. We were like super deep into doing them. And all of a sudden he starts like getting super scared and like even starts to scream. And I'm going, why are you doing that? Like, we haven't even started the map. He's just like freaking out. I'm like, now I'm freaking out. Like, I wasn't scared before, but now I am. Like, why are you doing this? Don't stop. let's actually get into the map first. Like, let's start it before we start to freak out. And I think he got so freaked out. And I don't even know why to this day why he was, because like I said, we were doing a lot of horror maps and they're all kind of the same. At least at the time they had the same gimmicks and stuff at the end of the day. And he was just like, no. And I was like, okay, maybe we revisit this one then. Like, I wasn't freaked out until you were, but maybe we come back and revisit this. Yeah, so I don't know. If I can get this specific person in, it's a lot of fun with them, because I get scared when like they scream. They jump scare me on accident. Like, they're not even trying to do it on purpose. Like, they scream really loud, and so it just like scares me when they do. And I'm just like, I'll look around afterwards, and I'm like, I don't see anything. Why'd you scream? Like, I'm scared because of you, not because of the map. It's a lot of fun. Like I said, maybe it's gonna be I'll have to twist their arm, but maybe. I hope I can. I can't promise anything. Yeah. No promises. But maybe. Let's see. I don't want to go into any public worlds. That never ends well. I haven't been into... Oh my gosh. I probably haven't been in a VRChat public world in over a year now. Yikes. I just realized that. The real horror is the friend it is! That's why it's like even more fun to do with him, because one, his reactions are really funny, so like I get a laugh out of it while being scared, and then like he ends up scaring me. He was actually the one who pushed me to do my first horror map in VR. And I've told this story before, so bear with me. We were doing the map, and you know, we were together doing everything together. You know, I was getting through it. I was still kind of new to VR, so it was like super fucking scary for me, all right? And like I just get scared easily, etc, etc. So we're going through it, and then it's like phobias that the map goes through. So you know, it's like a spider phobia, and then being underwater phobia, and then it comes to like being alone phobia. And so it splits you into different rooms. So you're not together anymore, and you have to go down this really long dark hallway, and you just have like this small lantern with you, or flashlight. I can't remember which one, but lantern, flashlight, torch, whatever you want to call it. And I think I got like halfway down the hall before I saw something, and I literally just chopped my headset off. Like, I just threw it on the ground. And I started messaging my friend. I was like, I can't do this. He's like, come back. It's fine. It's not that bad. I was like, okay. I disconnected from VRChat. Like, I don't know what I did, like, while throwing my headset, but I somehow, like, disconnected from VRChat, so I couldn't get back into the map where we were. No, my first VR map was not a horror one. No. I was just still, like, relatively new to it. For the most part, before that, I spent most of my time in VRChat, like, dancing with a friend and stuff. So I'd get on, dance for like 2 or 3 hours, and then like get off. And then I'd rinse and repeat pretty much like almost every day or every other day. And then I met this person, and they were just like, yeah, come do a horror map with me. And I was like, I don't know about that. That sounds real scary. And I ended up checking my headset. Yeah. Luckily, I don't know how. It's still intact. It's 5 years old. Bless its heart. It's a trooper. Original Vive. And it still works perfectly great. I love it, actually. We have wireless on it and everything, so we can do twirls and spins. It's great. It's awesome. Alright, Nick. See you later. Let's see. Let's get into a more comfy world for now. It's hard to go like exploring in VRChat by yourself. It's just kind of lonely. So let's see. That's a nice one. You know, if we want blue. I was in this one When on the very first VR stream I did, this is the map I opened up with. But I like it. It's nice and comfy. So we'll go back. I don't know what you guys are seeing right now. It gets kind of weird with the camera and the loading screen. You know, it can be a little awkward. Hello! And we're back. Neat. Yeah. Nice cozy world. It's when I was talking about my slowpoke too. I remember that. Wait. I'm trying to pick something up, so excuse me for a second. There it is. Yes! I have things to play with now too. Which I like doing. Alright. Let's and turn off the background music in this world. So we don't have overlapping stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You guys have any fun stuff that you're going to do this weekend or did over the week? Maybe you're just happy it's time to relax. People are coming home from work. We're chilling, we pogging. It's a nice comfy day. Glowing eyes? Yeah. Yep. Also very sparkly. You seen, it's kind of hard to show off the full outfit. But that works. Yeah. I'm just way off in the distance, but that's fine. I love this skirt. I love moving in it because it's so cute. I just love the way it moves. It's a lot of fun. Been stressful work week, so I'm excited for the weekend. Hell yeah! Like I said, it was just like a week. It was just a week. That happens. You have a long weekend, so not back in work till Tuesday? Woo! You have any plans? Usually my plans when everyone's like, hey, you got a weekend, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm sleeping. I don't know about you, but I'm old. So guess what? I'm sleeping. That's what I'm doing right now. Like, that sounds nice. Yeah, you know what? Go enjoy yourself. I'm like, yeah, I sure will. It's always funny when people ask that. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, sleeping. Sleep again. Not doing anything. It's gonna be great. I'm probably, well, this weekend I'm gonna watch, there's a new episode of Spy Family. That's out tomorrow, right? So I can watch that. And then maybe I'll binge some Tiger and Bunny. Maybe I'll finally get into Tiger and Bunny Season 2 on my day off. I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm finally gonna start Tiger and Bunny Season 2. Because I was looking super forward to that, and I want to watch it. So we're gonna do it. Relatable? You saying? Yeah! I heard. Oh my gosh. Arst. With. Arst. Is it okay if I call you Arst? I know. As you get older, you're like, do I want to make plans? No. Plans suck. I don't want any obligations. Let's just sleep instead, dude. Like, maybe? Nah. No. No, thank you. No plans, just sleep. And that's always great. I'm just a sleepy person. I think I've explained this before. I'm just a very sleepy person. Like I said, I was about to fall asleep right before his stream. I'm glad I woke up. I'm glad I'm here. I was looking forward to VRChat with you guys today because it's always been super comfy and nice. So I like making plans to sleep all day. Yeah, exactly. Those are quite fine plans. Sleeping. It's getting warm here though. And that just means I have to start turning on my air conditioning. But last night, oh my god, I didn't realize how warm it was. Like, I kept waking up because it was just warm. I was just like sweating and gross in my bed, and it's just not great. And I sleep best when I have like a heavy blanket on me. And so it's becoming like that time of year where I have to like get rid of my giant down comforter, which I love. Because it hugs me. It hugs me and it's so comfy. But it's getting warm. It's not good to have a down feather comforter when it's, you know, like 70 degrees at night. Not a good idea. It's gonna sweat. I have plans to do chores, but yeah, probably just start my event. All I can say is Evangelion box set and or everything else. Yes, I'll probably end up frick. Do I have chores? Wait, I did chores last week. I'm actually pretty good to just relax this week. Oh my god, I just realized that. Oh, thank god. Actually, no, I take that back. There is something I need to do. So I finally got shelves to put up on my wall over here. And I used to have glass display cases for all my figures, but I can't put them in this room. One, well, they're going to take up a little bit space. Not that that's the big issue, but two, they're glass, and I can't have anything glass in this room. And that kind of sucks because the VR sensors go crazy. But I finally got some wall shelves and did those, I think like the day before my debut, so last Saturday. And so now I can actually take all of my figures out from my basement and start posing them and putting them back up. I don't know if all of them's gonna fit. I have a lot, but I'm gonna put up my favorites at least, because I even have more on the way. Oh my god, I have more on the way. Why do I do this? I finally got Figma Pyramid Head and the Bubblehead Nurse. So I finally have those two, and I'm excited about, because I've been eyeing those for years. For some reason, I just never purchased them from like you know, second party or anything. I don't know why, I just never did, even though I always wanted them. And then I saw on the Good Smile shop that they were just there. There was like a re-release, and I was like, damn it. Now I have to get them. Because they're like, last chance, load stock, you know, blah, 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 never coming back again. So I bought a Pyramid Head and Bubblehead Nurse Figma to put up. I've also been ordering Supersonico figures. I think she's adorable, and I need more anime women in my life because the majority of my figures are men. My very first woman figure was actually Dark Magician Knight. Dark Magician? Just Dark Magician. Jeez, Dark Magician girl. Thank you, Brain, for working. She was my first one because I ordered Yugi and then a Dark Magician guy, and I was like, I like having trios of all my figures so I can set them up and look nice. And so I got Dark Magician girl to go with Dark Magician and Yami Yugi. I could talk about my figures all day as well. Like I said, I have a bajillion Metal Gear figures from all the games. There's some stuff that I really want to get, like my Grail figure right now is the Grlikovic soldier. I don't have him, but I really want him. For some, I don't know why. I just keep kind of forgetting to buy him. So I need to get Grlikovic soldier, and then, but I have a lot of like the play art Kais. Unfortunately, like my Raiden arm, one of his arms broke. It just like I was posing him carefully and it just like snapped. That kind of happens on old play art Kais. It might still happen on newer ones too. They're very fragile. But I can still pose them in a way that it doesn't look like it fell off. And then outside of Metal Gear, I'm trying to think, what is the... I have a lot of Berserk figures actually. Ooh, I have all three Guts figures, so Band of the Hawk, Black Swordsman, and Berserker Guts, Berserker Armor Guts. I have Femto, I have Griffith, I have Band of the Hawk Casca. That might be it. I think that's all of them. That's still a decent amount. That's still what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Berserk figures. They're all Figma too. They're super cool. I love posing those ones. And then what else? I think it's mostly just like miscellaneous stuff. Like I have a Mega Man X figure. That's like all metal. He's really cool. I have this cute bunny robot. I have one Parasite figure. Some Nendoroids and stuff. I have some Fate figures. I think I have Ku. I know I have Gilgamesh. Who else do I have? I know I have more than Ku and Gilgamesh. Oh my gosh. Jesus. I can't. It's been so long since it's actually been a few months since I've seen all my figures. So I can't even remember what I have. I know I have a few Fate figures though. Pretty sure it's not just Lancer and Gilgamesh. I do have an Ozymandias statue as well. And then I have some Overwatch figures from like when I played it. To be fair, the Zenyatta and Pharah ones are pretty cool, okay? And I have Reaper. The one I really wanted, and I don't think it ever came out, was Soldier 76. I love Soldier 76, and he just never came in Figma form. And it kind of made me mad. He was the one I was just waiting for. I was sitting there like, okay, yeah, Reaper, whatever, don't care, alright, yeah, now this character, nope, don't care, give me Soldier, and he just never came. I figured he'd be an easy one to do, too. Ku and Gil are hot? True! Very true. Very, very true. Yes. Yes. Smile. I have like a little Ozymandias Nendoroid and a Nitocris Nendoroid. I also have a Nitocris body pillow. Yeah, Nitocris is probably my waifu. Top waifu maybe? I don't know. I don't know who my top waifu would be. I'm not sure. Gilgamesh is my top husband. But like my top wife, I don't know. I haven't thought about this. It might be Nito though. She's super cute. I love her. She's just super adorable. Her design's adorable. How could you not love her? Yeah, I just have a bunch of stuff from random franchises too. So I have like a Samus figure. I'll take pictures once I get everything set back up on my wall. For sure. And like I have it all posed and looking nice. Maybe at some point I'll get some like RGB LED, you know, strips to put behind them so I can illuminate them and make them look cool. Stuff like that, you know? Yeah, I just have a bunch of stuff. Like I said, I usually bought figures and trios to try and like make a little diorama with them. Half the fun for me is posting them and stuff. So that's why most of my stuff is Figma. Where's it go? I have a few Koto Bukuya? I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But they're all posable. I have just a few statues. Like one? I think I only have one, two, three. I have three now. Okay, I have three. Because I have one Sonicu, one Miku, and my Ozymandias one. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. That's my nerdy update for the day, I guess. I have shelves so I can put figures back on the wall, and I'm actually pretty excited about that. Because this is like my room. This is my space. The walls are literally like orange and like sky blue. It's a lot of fun in here. It's great. I've been just working on it. It's my stream space. It's like if I had a safe space, it'd probably be in here. It's impressive you can remember them all. I know I'm forgetting a few, like the Dragon Ball ones. I have some SH Figure Arts Dragon Balls. I have a Piccolo, a Son Goku, and Son Gohan figure. I'm pretty sure. I think that's it. Oh gosh, yeah. I'm just trying to like imagine my display case, and my memory's failing it. Most of it's just Metal Gear. I would say like half my collection is Metal Gear, so yeah, I'm excited. I should do that this weekend. That's something I should prioritize maybe doing tomorrow, before stream, or maybe on my day off. Yeah, that's a good idea, for sure. I like that idea. Good idea, stream. Because, I miss them. They've been sitting in a box in my basement, and they don't deserve that. They do not deserve to be like that. They're meant to be displayed. I need to display them. And they're just sitting there all alone in my basement with no one to appreciate them. And I wish to appreciate them. Let's see, what else? I want to go to the zoo. I actually do kind of want to go outside. I want to go to the zoo. I haven't been to the zoo in a very long time. It's just a nice place to walk around, and obviously you get to see cute animals and stuff. There's a lot of zoos now that let you feed giraffes, which is super cool. I traveled to a zoo once. I was visiting family, and they took me to their little local zoo, and I got to feed a giraffe, and it was so cool. They have such long tongues. It just like goes forever. I guess they use it, I think it's because they use it to like wrap their tongues around branches and leaves to get them high from the tree and whatever. But they'll just grab the lettuce out of your hand. It's really cool. You're not allowed to touch them, which sucks. You can feed them, but you can't like pet their little snouts or whatever. But I do like going to the zoo a lot and just seeing the animals. I find it really relaxing. Just walking around and looking at all these different creatures I don't normally get to see. It's, well, one, it's super cute, and two, it's really relaxing. Bonus points if like the zoo has a little aquarium, and you can, well, not necessarily a little, but like an aquarium, and you can go in and sit down and watch the fishies. I love watching fish. That's relaxing, just sitting there and just watching a tank full of fish. Long spiky tongues. Are their tongues spiky? Huh. Have to be careful of that next time then. But yeah, I love watching aquariums. I think if I had like an ideal first date, it might be like going to an aquarium or a zoo. And not necessarily like going out to someplace fancy, even just getting like food there, just spending the day there talking, because I guess that gives you a lot of chances to like just kind of talk, and you know, there's things to talk about because you're at a zoo or an aquarium, right? So there's always something to look at and do, and you're not going to be sitting there like, yeah, so what do you do for work, you know? Oh, you know, I just do this, it's whatever. Yeah, that's cool. Like, you have freaking cool animals and fishes to talk about. So I guess if I had an ideal first date, it might be going to the zoo or the aquarium. Yeah. If I had to pick like a restaurant to go on a first date, it might be a place like, this is an American restaurant called The Melting Pot. It's all across America, and it's just a fondue place. And that gives you time to like talk and, you know, cook your food together and stuff like that. So it's a nice like bonding experience. Maybe not for a first date. It's a little romantic for a first date. I've been there alone several times just because I like the food. I like pigging out on cheese and chocolate. So it's nice though. It's very nice. Yeah, zoo or aquarium. I need to go to one again soon. I just need to get out of my house a little bit more, as much as I don't want to. It'd be good for me. So yeah, the zoo. I'll have to make plans to do that soon. Maybe take some pictures, throw it up on Twitter, all that kind of fun stuff. I also want to do some kind of hand stream soon, hand cam stream. I don't know what though. I'm trying to think if I have Pokemon cards right now to open. I don't think I really do. Well, actually, no. I have some Japanese booster boxes that I can open. I actually think I have a Shiny Star V one that I haven't opened yet, that I'm not saving right now. So maybe I can actually open that, because Shiny Star V is a lot of fun to open. I just have to figure out the logistics of doing it. Maybe in the next couple of weeks we can do a Shiny Star V Japanese Pokemon card booster box opening. It's a lot of fun. So I mostly collect in Japanese. It's just easier to get the cards you want, to be completely frank. And Shiny Star V is kind of an older set at this point, but it's a special set. So there's a lot of foils in it and a lot of holographic cards. Excuse me. And there's a lot of cool cards in it. It's shiny Pokemon. So Shiny Star V has shiny Pokemon in it. And so it's just fun to open. There's a lot of cool trainers. There's still stuff that I want out of there. I got one of the chases out of there, which is the shiny Star Charizard card. I think it's Charizard V, and it's just like the shiny Charizard, and he's super cool looking. I actually got it. I ended up pulling it in both English and Japanese, so that's actually really cool. But there's still a couple of cards that I want from Shiny Star V, and I have a box sitting around, so maybe we can open that. That's a good restaurant. Yes, I love Melting Pot. Okay, we could talk about food all day again, alright? You know what happened last night? Oh my god. There was a disaster last night, alright? With food. I committed food crimes last night. 100%, and I must admit to them, alright? I committed food crimes. So last night, I had just normal ground turkey, okay? I had ground turkey. And then I bought turkey patties, ground turkey patties that were like already shaped, right? And so I take when you're at the store, I get my groceries delivered. So they put there's like the little plastic bag they put the meat in, and you put it into your shopping cart. So I took it out of my fridge, the turkey patties, and I take it out of the plastic bag, and I'm just like, it's open. And so I smell it, and it was rancid, and I was like, no, that's not happening. But I was already making stuff to make burgers, so I'm sitting here like, I'm all prepared to make burgers. I have just normal ground turkey in there, so I'll just make it myself. So I got like some hot pot sauce that I use, barbecue sauce that I use for meat from time to time, and I mixed it in with some garlic and some pepper and salt, some good stuff. And I slap it on my grill, and I realized this is way too much turkey for like one person. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, I can't eat this all, but I don't want it to go to waste. I don't like leftovers. And I'm sitting here, okay. So I made like 2 patties of turkey, and I'm sitting here like, how am I going to eat this? And then it hit me, and it shouldn't have. And I was like, I'll just stack them on top of each other. So I grabbed a bun, put it on my plate after toasting it, threw some cube pie on that bad bitch, put a patty on it, threw another bun on. Then I put another patty on top of that. And I just made this monster of a burger. You know how like Big Macs are, right? It's like bun, patty, maybe some other crap, bun, patty, lettuce, ketchup, etc. bun. That's what I did, basically. I made this like ghetto Big Mac turkey burger thing, and it was quite the abomination. It was kind of good, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I committed like this food sin. It was very strange. Um, I was mostly just laughing at it. I don't know why. Like I said, I was kind of tired last night. And I'm sitting here looking at this giant burger, and I'm like, how am I gonna eat it? So I like squish it with my hand. Oh my god. It was very, very silly. It was just I don't know what I was thinking, like making all these turkey patties and everything, 2 of them. But like I was sitting there, I was like, yep, I have to live with this decision. Now I just have this towering burger. You just use utensils at the point? No. No. I literally just squished it and ate it, and it was fine. It wasn't like thick patties. It wasn't too bad. Like I was still able to bite it. But yeah, so that was my food crime for the week. I haven't had one in a while, so that was an experiment. That was fun, I suppose. I had some macaroni and cheese with it. Super healthy. I don't know. I like having mac and cheese with my hamburgers when I make them. It's either usually that or mashed potatoes. So I had some white shells or shells and white cheese, and it was really good. It ended up being like really good. It was like kind of comfort food almost, right? Like I had this abomination of a freaking burger, and you know, and mac and cheese, and it was good. It was very good. Cause what did I have for lunch yesterday? I think I just had a normal turkey sandwich, and so it was like everything was fine up until that point. Up until I was just like, I need to make food, and I want to make it fast, so I'm gonna make some burgers. And my patties were bad, and I was like, shit, backup time, and I just threw shit together, and it was like the patties tasted good, but I don't know why I decided to stack them. It was way too much food for me. I could not finish it all. Absolutely not. It was good though. Tonight, I'm gonna take a break from cooking though. I've been cooking for a couple weeks straight now. I'm gonna treat myself. I'm 100% treated myself tonight to some food. I don't know what yet, but it should be good. God, I love food. There's this Mexican place near me that does the most amazing brisket. They kind of suck. Almost everything else from them sucks, but their brisket is so good. And, oh my god. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe that's what I'll get. That sounds real good. Oh lord. Yeah, like a brisket burrito. With some queso and chips. Making myself hungry. I did not eat much today. I just realized that I woke up and I had a bowl of cereal and then I had to go run a bunch of errands, get my nails done. And now I'm getting kind of hungry thinking about it. Oh god, that scared me. Thank you, music. Jesus Christ. 'Cause I don't know what else I feel like eating today. I just don't feel like pizza. That's the one thing I don't feel like eating. Everything else is on the table there. Maybe Greek? Greek sounds really good. Mediterranean. Love me some gyros. Rice and I love I don't know if this is a sin or not, but I love mixing rice and hummus together. I love that shit. I don't know why. I just love hummus to begin with, and I guess I love rice, and then I mix them together, and it's like, oh my gosh. It's so good. I'll just sit there and eat hummus and rice. And then I'll mix my hummus. Okay, if I get like pita bread with it, I'll dip the pita bread into the hummus, and then I'll dip it into rice, and then eat it. Oh my gosh. That's just carb central, and I love it. I love carbs. They're so good. They're just amazing. They're like the one thing that doesn't make my tummy upset, so I just live in carbs. I can't have hummus very often. So I just live in carbs. The worst part is carbs aren't that great for you. So I have to like find alternatives like whole wheat carbs and stuff. I use brown rice and whole wheat sourdough bread, stuff like that. Try and mitigate it. Try to be healthy, etc., etc. It's hard, man. It's hard to eat healthy. It's so flippin' hard. It just... Oh, yeah, it's so hard. Whoop. It's so expensive. That's the worst part, honestly, about eating healthy, is that it's expensive. And then it takes time to cook and stuff. It's expensive. It takes time. It's just difficult in the first place because I just want to eat chocolate all day. I just want to eat dark chocolate and red bean paste and like rice all day, and I would be happy. Just like rice with like nori bits in it, and I would just be, I'd be happy. Like maybe a sweet rice with a little bit of rice vinegar in there with a little bit of nori bits, and I could just go to town and just like eat that all day. But turns out not supposed to do that. So brown rice is delicious once you're used to the taste. Yeah, it's all right. I'll be honest, I'm more of a white rice person, but I've gotten used to brown rice. It's definitely different. The only reason why I really hate brown rice is that it just takes so damn long to cook. In my rice cooker, I have a fancy Japanese tiger rice cooker, and even in that thing, it takes like 45 minutes on the quick setting. And it's just like I have to plan around like my rice. If I wanted to be like really on time, I can set the rice cooker to like cook at a certain time every day. But yeah, it just takes longer where it's like white rice I can throw in there, and by the time I'm done cooking everything else, it's good to go, usually by like 10 minutes. And then brown rice just takes forever. That's the only like my huge dislike on brown rice. I do like white rice better, but brown rice is fine. It just takes forever to cook compared. Ugh. Can you imagine doing ASMR streams with VRChat? I'm still figuring out how I want to do that. I want to do them. I feel like I'm gonna just end up doing this. This is gonna be a preview of what I think ASMR streams and VRChat are gonna be, okay? We're just gonna... Oh, that's right. We're just gonna lay down and fall asleep, okay? So, when I was young, this is how it's probably gonna be. If I ever do ASMR streams, it's a lot easier to get into a headspace like this. Go to a nice comfy world, listen to some background noise, like frogs or rain or something. There's some really cool worlds that are really immersive. There's one of my favorites to go to if I just need to like calm down for a little bit is it's just a parking lot. It's like a Japanese parking lot, and it just has parking stalls that have like a tin roof over them, and you can sit under the tin roof, and you just hear rain hitting the tin roof when you're under it, and it is just so nice. It's so calming and relaxing. Oh, it's just so nice. If ASMR stream might turn into a sleeping stream, it might. Hi, Troop. Dude, it's a real possibility that at some point, if I were to do this, I'd fall asleep on stream. It's very possible. It depends how tired I would be and what we're doing and talking about. But I get comfy real easy. And I can just fall asleep real fast if I need to. Like I said, I'm just always low energy. So it's pretty easy for me to fall asleep. This is a creepy angle. What? This is a non-creepy angle? I don't know what a non-creepy angle is for like laying down. I guess the other one's like, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's like a therapist angle. Like you're looking down on me. Streams are always so comfy. I appreciate that, Riri. That's what I hope for. I'm glad I can achieve that. Makes me happy knowing that I provide that to people. Some nice comfy space. I know I've talked about it a few times, but still, it means a lot to me. I know, like I said, I've talked about it on my debut and stuff, but it does mean a lot to me when people say that, because that's what I usually watch streams for, is to get comfy. There's some exceptions, like if I'm just like throwing a stream on the background while I'm playing a game like Ark or Lost Ark or an MMO or Deep Rock or whatever, then whatever. But there's a lot of times where, you know, I'm in bed or something and I'm laying there and you know, I go look for a comfy stream to just kind of chill out and listen to the person to, you know, get my mind off of stuff. And then usually I fall asleep before I even really get to hear him at all. 'Cause that happens. Like if I get comfy, I'm just out. Especially if I find someone to watch or I'm watching something. I'm a sleepy boy. I need a lot of sleep and fall asleep pretty easily. Same. I'm a sleepy gal. I'm a very sleepy gal. I just sleep. A world championship for sleep. I'm I'm just glad it's still kind of cool in this room. Oh my gosh. I was afraid, like, so what happened yesterday when I was playing Deep Rock, I didn't realize how warm it was going to get outside, and the sun just hits this room at every angle all throughout the day. And I was legitimately sweating by the time I ended Deep Rock yesterday. Like, my thighs were sticking to my chair. You know, like, it was just a disaster. I had to go take, like, a quick rinse in the shower. It was really bad. And that... The problem is that my computer is under my desk, but it's like a corner desk, and the computer exhaust fan hits a wall or like the corner, so it just spits it back out at me directly. But like right now I have a fan underneath the desk to get all that heat out from under it and disperse it throughout the room so it doesn't overheat itself. That sounds uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable. Hey Zora. Yeah, it was very uncomfortable. It's not the first time it's happened there. I'm gonna be honest, like for some reason I usually get pretty warm when I stream. I get really warm when I stream. I think I just get excited when I'm streaming. I know it might not look like it, but I promise I'm usually pretty excited when I stream. And, you know, maybe just doing that, talking and playing a game and, you know, just having that level of energy, maybe that just makes me warmer. You know? Maybe that's it. Because it can be cold in a room even, and sometimes I'll start to sweat while I'm streaming. It only happens while I'm streaming. I don't know why. Like, I could be doing, like, sweaty, you know, ranked grinding or something in a game, and and that doesn't happen. But even if I'm playing, like, a casual game on stream, sometimes it does. But yeah, like, just, I have a DX racer for a chair. And so I really need to get, like, a mesh one, I think. Because what happens, and this is the absolute freaking worst, is that if my thighs get sweaty, then they start to stick to the chair, and then, you know, I'm sitting there for like 2 or 3 hours, and then I go to get up, and it's like peeling a giant band-aid off the back of my thighs. And oh my god, just like, it's just like a ripping noise getting up, and it's like, ow. That wasn't pleasant at all. And the DX racers do get warm. They definitely get warm because it's just foam and whatever it is, fake leather or something. I don't even know what material it's called. PU leather? PU material, it's plastic. That's why I went with a mesh chair too. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I really need to get a mesh chair. I prefer my PC on an elevated space. For better to keep dust, especially pet hair, away from it. Also was told to clean it every 6 months, but all the airflow I have can go years without cleaning. Yeah. I've never had my PC on my desk before. It's always been on the ground, but I always put it on like I lay out cardboard on my carpet so it doesn't just like suck up all that carpet dust and grossness into it. To be fair, the case I have is not good for my setup at all. I thought it was going to be fine, but it's not. I didn't realize. I've never had a Ryzen CPU before. This is my first one. I didn't realize how warm they ran. And like I have to take like the side panel off of my computer to keep it at least a little bit cool and everything. Yeah, it's awful. I clean it pretty often. Like I vacuum not every other day, but just about. So it's not like there's a whole lot of dust in it. It just runs warm. Like I have a Noctua fan on the CPU and it's just not enough. I think realistically with the way I run it, I just need water cooling, but I'm lazy. Socializing actually increases people's metabolic rate, so it makes sense. Oh, I didn't know that. You have a racer too and you put a car seat cover on it? That's smart. Yeah. Maybe I should do that. That's actually real smart. But it'd probably just make it warmer. Shoot. And then I'd have to clean it. That's just more work. Like the DX racer, I just grab like a paper towel and like wipe it down if it gets bad and it's fine. I'd have to actually do laundry if I got like a cloth cover. The recent gen Ryzen's? Yeah, I have a 5900. Yes? Yeah, I have a 5900. And yeah, it just, whew, oh my god, it's a little heater. Like, I have this really powerful fan underneath the desk right now, and I put my foot in front of it, and it was just warm. And I was like, that's not okay. That's not good. But right now, I'm pretty comfortable. What's up, Brace? Yeah. Hi. Welcome to the stream. It's, me not half asleep. Just being comfy. I didn't have plans. I never have plans, though. I always try to wing it. I'm getting tired of this bell. Something has to turn this bell noise off. Okay, I think I turned it off. Okay, whew. We're good. We're good. I also want to get a new keyboard for my computer downstairs. I really like the one I actually have on my streaming computer. The Marshmallow. I have the Marshmallow switches on it, and I actually like them a lot. They're not clicky. So that's new to me. I've always had like brown keyboards, but I actually really like the Marshmallow ones. I'm trying to remember what color it was. I think it was rose. Marshmallow roses, I want to say. And the pressure is just like just right on them. I love them. They're so nice. I cleaned my keyboard the other day downstairs. It was just so nasty because I basically use it as a dinner plate. I eat at my desk. And so I went to go clean it. It was just so fucking nasty. There's just like, you know, crumbs in it, dust, cat hair. I don't even know how cat hair even got into it. My cat doesn't even go on my desk at all. Unless at some point at night she goes on my desk and just rubs herself all over my keyboard. I have no idea how much cat hair got in there. It was just gross. Ugh. It was just nasty. I had to clean off like my keys and stuff. It was a valiant project. It was just nasty. I don't know. I did find some really nice stuff for cleaning out keyboards though. It's like flubber. If you know what flubber is, it's just like a if you know who flubber is, it's like a clear like Play-Doh, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a gel. It's just a gel, but it's more solid. And you just kind of slap it on your switches, you know, after you take all the keyboards up, and it just picks up all of the crap. It's so nice. It makes it so easy. Hi, Mari. Kat is gaming at night? I think she is. Dude, that would explain so much. Like why she gets grumpy at 5 a.m. every day. Maybe she's playing like ranked on Overwatch or something. And then she gets grumpy and like comes screaming into my room. She's a talker, and if she's not getting attention when she wants attention, or I don't even know why, sometimes she just likes screaming. She will come full sprint into my room, stop on a dime. You just hear like a sliding cat on shag carpeting, so you hear the claws and everything, and she'll just let out these blood curdling meows. That's her favorite. I don't know why. She has the vocal range of the gods for a cat. Like, I don't know. She just likes yowling and meowing and talking. There's nothing wrong with her. I've took her to the vet so many times. She has asthma, but I give her medication for that, and that doesn't bug her. But she just like to get attention or something. I don't know. She just likes to talk and meow. I love her to death, but I don't like it when she does it at 5 a.m. Like, fuck off, cat. Use that for your car too? Yeah, it's so good. You remember Flubber? I know, it's been a really long time since I've seen Flubber. It's too tight to fit. Clothes or thingies or cloths and thingies? Yeah. It's really nice. It's like, it smells bad. It's like, I don't want to touch anything else with it. Like, I'm scared of it being like radioactive or something because it's so weird. I don't know, but it works so well.
I get it off Amazon. I can't remember the name of the brand, but I think if you just look up like keyboard or electronic cleaner, it comes up. It legitimately looks like Flubber. It comes in like pink and that yellow green color and blue. And so if you have a mechanical keyboard and you're struggling thinking about how to clean it, well, one, you can actually run your mechanical keyboard through a dishwasher if you really want to, but you have to wait a long time for it to dry out before you want to plug it back in. So that's an option too, but that's only good if you have a backup plan. So I recommend the Flubber route. It's a little bit easier. It takes a little while to clean your keyboard, but it's worth it. You gotta take care of them puppies. In fact, I vowed to never eat up here, even if I'm video editing in the morning or something, because I don't want to clean my keyboard. It's such a nice keyboard. God, Marshmallow keyboards are so expensive, but it's so pretty and nice. It's got like little birds on it. It's the base color is white, then it has like blue and red pictures on it. It's a very pretty keyboard. I'm glad I got it because I've just had Corsair K70s for forever. And I love the K70. It's a chonker of a keyboard though. It is a full size keyboard. It is a freaking chonk, but it does well. It does really well. I have two of them because I had one for work. One of them has like Overwatch keycaps on it. The other one has white, what is it? White, orange, and blue keycaps that I got custom made on it. I would like to build my own keyboard for fun one time. I have no idea where to start. Probably Reddit. I'm sure there's lots of guys on it, on like a keyboard Reddit. That'd be fun, but it's probably pretty costly to buy like the switches and the board and the casing and stuff like that. I can imagine it being pretty expensive fast. Or never clean the keyboard and let the biosphere that forms their fight amongst itself for survival. Dude, that's exactly what was happening with my keyboard before I cleaned it. I never know where to source parts from where to build one. Honestly, I buy all my mechanical keyboard stuff off of mechanicalkeyboards.com. That's no joke. It's actually a really good website with lots of stuff on it. It has a lot of like enthusiast keyboards, a lot of obscure ones. It has parts, cases, switches, boards. It has everything you realistically need to build one if you really wanted to. I have a ton of custom keeps and they definitely not go in a dishwasher. Fair enough. Yeah, I'd be way too scared to put a keyboard in a dishwasher. I think it was Linus. Don't quote me. I think it was Linus that said it was okay as long as you let it like dry out for a while afterwards. I just wouldn't want to risk it though. Like keyboards are freaking expensive. Paintbrushes, yeah, that's smart too. Yeah, oh my gosh. I have long nails, so I'll generally, like, if I need to get something off on the keyboard, I'll grab just, like, a paper towel or something and, like, jam my nail into it. Like, just wet it a little bit and just jam my nail into whatever needs to be cleaned. That'd be fun, though, like a keyboard building stream. I feel like it'd be fun. Maybe it'd be boring. I don't know. I've never watched someone build a keyboard before. I realistically don't know how complicated it is. I imagine, like, if you got a kit, it wouldn't be too bad. Just maybe time-consuming to put all the switches on and everything. Yeah, I don't know where you'd start. I definitely would have to look up guides on how to do it and stuff. Huh. Yeah. Don't know. I want to do a couple of things, though. That's one of the things I want to do. I want to build an arcade cabinet. I mentioned this before. I looked at all the parts, and to get a Raspberry Pi arcade cabinet going, it cost me around probably $1,200 to $1,300. And the majority of that cost is actually just the casing itself. I'm not a woodworker. I wouldn't want to sit there and cut the pieces out. Like, I don't have the patience to line stuff up and make sure it's perfect. And, you know, you could give me a template and it would still come out, like, wonky somehow. One day, yeah. Novelties has some nice beginner-friendly kits. There you go. Yeah, that'd be fun to do at some point. Hmm. Because yeah, I just have the Marshmallow. I have a Ducky one keyboard as well. That's a what is it? 60%. It's 10 keyless, and it doesn't have the arrow keys or anything. I think that's 60%. And I was using that as like a portable keyboard for my laptop, work laptop for a while. I liked that one too. It's really cute. Just this little itty bitty keyboard that just fit nicely into my backpack. Honestly, I probably could have had a full size keyboard in there, but it was just nice to have a small one and not have to worry about it. It was the Ducky Susu collab, and so it's white with all these funky colors on it. It's a nice little keyboard. The Varmillo might be my favorite now, though. Like, I swore by the K70 forever after trying some Logitech, and I never tried Razer ones. I just still have a bad taste about Razer in my mouth and just the durability of their products. It's not like they're bad, but I feel like Razer products last for like a year, and maybe they've gotten better. They might have gotten better, but I feel like they last like a year and then you have to replace them. Like they last right outside of warranty or something. You hated my Logitech keyboard? Yeah. So the thing with Logitech I find is that it feels kind of cheap, but it works really well. Like my two G303 mice, I've had them for 4 or 5 years and they're still going pretty strong. Unfortunately, they don't sell that model anymore. They only sell the Shroud Wireless G303 edition now. But it's by far my favorite mouse, so I hope they never go out. It's gonna be really hard replacing that one. Because I have a full claw grip on my mouse. So, because what happened is I used to game on a laptop, so I just had like a cheap $10 USB, wireless mouse that I used for it, and I got really used to using that mouse. And so, like, once I found the G303, my heart just was so ecstatic. It was the perfect size. I just love it. It's no nonsense. There's two side buttons. I use that as like a push to talk and like a back because I don't like using the push on the mouse wheel for mouse 3. I'm always scared of like the mouse wheel going out, so I don't use the mouse wheel often for pushing. And what happened too is like I was really into Blender for a while, and you need to use mouse 3 to like move the camera around in Blender. And so I was pressing it a lot and a lot and a lot, and I realized it probably wasn't good for my mouse, so I remapped it to my side button. And that's all I need, just two side buttons on my little G303, and it's perfect. It's the perfect mouse. I've never had like a MMO mouse. I had a super cheap wireless set that worked for several years before finally breaking down. Really like that one. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Logitech, I would say, is a really good price point for stuff. And it lasts really long, even though it feels kind of cheap. I don't know how to explain it. It feels like something you'd get at Walmart. But they last a really long time. And they just kind of work. I've never had any issues with a Logitech product so far. Well, yeah, actually I still have like a really old headset from them that works too. I was trying to think if I got a wireless headset to try from them, but I think I got it from SteelSeries. I can't remember. God, I'm never going wireless headset again, even though I really want to. The one time I had a wireless headset, I was in high school, so I spent all my money on it. Or no, my dad gave it to me. That was right. My dad gifted it to me, and then the charging went out on it. Like, it wasn't even that long that I had it, and it obviously pissed me off pretty hard because like wireless headsets then were really expensive. It was probably like $150 if I had to guess. And I just got really pissed off that, I couldn't charge it anymore, which was just like a common problem for electronics that needed to charge, right? For a very long time. It's still common, semi-common, not so much anymore. They mostly got a handle on that. But like, just, you plug it in, you wiggle it around. Sometimes you have to like angle it right, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. Hi, Pixel. I wish a customized scene existed like custom keys. Ooh, a custom mouse? That sounds crazy. It seems like that would be a little bit harder since everyone would want. I feel like you'd have to get that 3D printed, right? Like if you wanted a custom mouse, and then you'd have to get like sensors and stuff like that. You would have to, I guess you would have to take a mouse apart realistically for like the sensor you wanted. A mouse sounds a lot more complicated than a keyboard. I'm using the G5512 keyboard and it feels pretty nice for me. Good feedback. Yeah. Logitech's just solid. Cooler Master 10 Kilo Storm is your favorite. It's not 10 key as it has a keypad but no nav keys. Ah. It has a ton of keys but it's still compact. They don't make them anymore. That's always sad. That's happened to me several times. I'm like, I love this product. I never want to change it ever again. Like this mouse pad I had, it was an old Zowie mouse pad that they discontinued probably about 5 years ago now, and it's still the only mouse pad I know of its kind. It's a thick rubber mouse pad and it actually has a rough cloth surface. It's a rough cloth. Like I'm trying to find a way to compare. Almost like as rough as a pair of jeans, you know? Not denim. It's not denim. It's cloth, but maybe about that roughness, and it's the only mouse pad I've ever found with it. It might even be like rougher than that as far as cloth goes, and I loved it to death, but I'm scared to use it because it's I'm never getting another one ever again. They're just gone. Zowie or the QCK Plus is the closest one I found because it's huge too. It was a Zowie mouse pad that was huge, rough cloth, and had a giant, like, thick rubber base on it. And that was my bread and butter when I played FPS, was that cloth mouse pad. It just felt so good, the resistance on it and everything. Because I'm not a huge fan of, like, most style of cloth mouse pads. In fact, I want to replace the one I have downstairs. It's just too smooth. And I don't know why, I just don't like that feeling on my hand or anything. It just doesn't feel nice, especially if you start getting sweaty. I don't like it. It's better than plastic. You know, a mouse pad I haven't tried is glass. I have not tried a glass mouse pad. I had a friend who was a professional FPS player. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he used to use glass mouse pads. He actually used to compete at LANs too. I wonder what it was like carrying that thing around. Oh my god. You can't just roll that thing up and like take it with you. You'd have to like put it in a box, protect it, you know, put it in a suitcase. Gee. Be crazy. I hate what Logitech has done with their broken software. I haven't used Logitech software in forever. Like, the settings save on my G303s and I just keep it that way. I switched to studio monitors and a mixer XLR mic setup. Ooh, I haven't done that yet. I haven't done an XLR mixer. I really want to try it though. Like, I'm still legitimately, when I'm playing games, you're hearing me through like a 8-year-old Yeti. It's like 8 or 9. I think it's 8 years old. It's a really freaking old Blue Yeti. I'm surprised it still works. And it sounds decent enough for now. I'm happy with it. Like, I'm always like, oh, I should get a new mic, and then it just ends up kind of working. Yeah, glass mouse pads. I doubt anyone uses them anymore. It used to be a thing. Yeah. All the gaming peripherals have bloated command center software. That's true. That is really true. That's the problem with gaming stuff in general. There's just usually a lot of useless tacked on crap that raises the cost. Gosh. Yeah. I don't use like, okay. I know like, I'm never going to use a Razer product just because of Razer Synapse. I've heard so many horror stories about Razer Synapse and just like not being able to remove it or anything. I'll never use a Razer product just because of Synapse. Your exact same situation with the Yeti. Yeah, it's this really old silver Yeti. It's kind of beat up. It's like the wire that plugs into it hardly, you know, like fits in. It's not like it kind of falls out. It's loose and it works, so I'm gonna keep using it. Yetis are perfectly fine, good price and decent quality audio that lasts. Yeah. I just like, I always want to try new things is my problem. Like, I always want to try the newest and latest. I want to fiddle with stuff. And so it's just like something I want to play with, but I sit there and I'm like, I hate audio. Audio is the worst thing to deal with. Like, I never want a sound card. I don't ever want to deal with a sound card. I don't want to, like, I just want to avoid anything audio related as much as possible. I don't want to learn anything about it. I don't want to touch it. I just want it to work. That's what ended up happening. So like on my debut, I know like you guys heard me cutting off a lot, and that's because I was using voice meter to try to like up the gain a little bit, you know, noise suppression and stuff like that. And then luckily I found some plugins that I bought and downloaded for like OBS that gets rid of like the clicky noises they're supposed to reduce it and stuff. It's a lot better if I don't do it in real time, but I don't want to be delayed. So there's only so much you can do for like actual real time, you know, audio cleanup, it seems like. So I try. It's good enough. Yeah, I mean, it works. You can hear me just fine. I never rewatch my VODs. I should probably do that to actually make sure the audio's okay. I haven't. Oh my god, I just realized I haven't watched a single one of my VODs that I've made since I debuted. Oh no. What am I doing? I don't like listening to myself, so I don't watch my stuff. And yes, unless there is something that confused me, or if I really want to go back and see it, then I will. Then I'll go back and like try to watch it, but for the most part, I don't normally watch my stuff back. I need to get better about it though, so I can start making like YouTube shorts and whatnot. That's something I have to work on. I will eventually. I'm just settling into streaming for now, getting used to the schedule, etc, etc. Then maybe I'll start making that kind of stuff. I'm not huge into video editing, that kind of stuff, but I'll make it work. I did one. I did that Minecraft one, and I was like, yay, it's not that hard. What, Mari? Don't stress yourself too much. It's hard not to. I just want to try my best. I want to apply myself to the fullest. Because, you know, someone did send me a marshmallow and I forgot to answer it. Someone sent me a marshmallow asking me if I was going to take streaming seriously or is it going to be more of a hobby thing. And I want to take it really serious. Yeah. Absolutely. It's the, you know, I've talked about it a little bit. Like, I have medical issues that make it hard for me to work. But streaming is the one thing I can do that is, you know, it's at home. It brings me a lot of satisfaction, a lot of joy. I need that gratification in my life. Because, like, the last job I was into, they were really bad about, like, giving that. It was like they gave it out too much, so it didn't mean anything. It's like, oh yeah, you're doing a great job, keep it up. And it's like, that's not what I want to hear. I need that feedback. I need, you know, I need to know I'm actually doing a good job. I don't want to be like babied, right? Which is kind of what my last job did, and it felt really bad. I don't like to be in that position. I want to make sure I'm doing an okay job. I want that feedback, and streaming gives you that instantly. And it's such a unique joy. It absolutely has ruined every single job for me. It's something I'm definitely very passionate about, and I told myself that it's something I want to try and do new things. You know, I've been in a comfort zone for so long that I really need to branch out and try new things and get myself out there and just try not to give up, because that's the hardest part, is just not giving up. I think I don't think it's necessarily burnout, but when you're starting off, it's not giving up and just doing it, you know, because there's definitely times And, you know, if you've streamed, maybe you experience this too, where you start, you know, you get everything set up, you're looking at your OBS, you're looking at your game, and you're just like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know how I'm gonna act. And then you start, and then for some reason, you know, something just different happens. I don't know how to explain it. But you just sit there and it's like the world changes for just a little while. It just brings me a lot of happiness. Brings me a lot of joy. That's why I like streaming. It's something I can do. I'm able to do, right? My medical issues don't hinder me. I can just sit there and be happy. And that means a lot to me, obviously. It hits all the check marks that I need in a job to feel loved and successful and grateful and fulfilled at the end of the day. That's the big one. That's the huge one, is feeling fulfilled, right? Because, you know, I've worked a lot of jobs in my life, and there have been many of them that just didn't last long because I didn't feel fulfilled, right? I've worked like retail jobs, in the mall, outside of the mall. I've worked as like a barista. I've done this, I've done that. And there was only one, and it was a very unique job that came even close to the sense of gratification I get and fulfillment that I get out of streaming. So some sort of medical stuff, it shows how strongly I... You've been on time every day? I have been, and that's huge. Yeah, it's hard not to stress out when you just want to do your best. Yeah, I appreciate that, Mari. I feel ya. Yeah, it's not like I want to, yeah, I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, woe's me, I can't go work a normal job because of this and that. Right? No, I'm just trying to make it work. You know? I had to... My last job was just such a bummer. Because I kind of had high hopes for it. And it just went south real fast. And I was really alone. I would literally sit in this giant building alone. Because of COVID and everything, I was the only one in the building, and it was so lonely. And there was just nothing to do. And because I was basically managing the building, and it's like, what am I supposed to manage if there's no one here? Like, I don't need a cleaning crew. I don't need this. I don't need that. It was just, I had to quit it because it was driving me insane. It was just like, holy shit. Like, what am I supposed to manage? Eventually we had people come back in, and I wasn't there for it, but still, it still kind of felt lonely. There was definitely no fulfillment there. It's like, yeah, I helped other people out. And, you know, I tried my best to, you know, do stuff, but at the same time, like, at the end of the day, it just didn't feel right. Didn't feel like that's where I was supposed to be. So, regular jobs are such a drag. They really are. I'm definitely not a normie. No. I'm a very odd individual. I'm very specific about stuff. Like, what helps and what doesn't help. Been through a lot. And I don't know what. I just don't know what to look forward to. That's a big thing. And I just kind of want to look forward to streaming right now. And growing the channel and, you know, slowly making something out of it. And then at least I can say, hey, I did that. There's been a lot of projects that I've done, you know, that didn't involve money, that I worked 8+ hours a day on, and I just got to sit back and say, hey, I did that. In fact, I used to run tournaments for some games I used to play. And that's how I did it. I'd sit there for literally 8 hours a day by myself, you know, organizing these tournaments, contacting the players, doing all this stuff, you know, staying in touch with the publisher who ran the game, the developers, to make sure everything was okay, you know, and to get prizes from them and everything. And I'd sat there for 8 hours a day doing this. I would, you know, do all this other stuff, you know, organize people, see if anyone would volunteer, because it was all free. I didn't get any money out of it. It was just for fun. In fact, we used to even stream the tournaments. I think that was one of my bigger accomplishments, actually. I used to know this guy named Fishsticks, who was the marketing director at Twitch. Yeah, the marketing director at Twitch. And he liked the game I was running tournaments on for so much that he would cast games for us. And he would actually get us on the front page of Twitch. Every Saturday, I think it was. It was either Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember, where he would cast the games and would be there sitting at the front page on Twitch. And every single cent I got from that went back into running these tournaments. I didn't make a single dollar off of it. And the money meant nothing to me. I was just so happy I was able to do this for people. I was able to run this tournament and people were able to watch it. You know, I didn't speak on these streams or anything. I was just like this back end person, this mastermind, I guess, behind organizing everything, and it just felt so nice and accomplished and fulfilling, you know. That sounds like a lot of work. It was. It really was. Especially since I didn't know what was going on. I was running tournaments for 2 games. Because I was working for esports league a little bit too, as an admin on one of the games that they ran tournaments for. And that one didn't take up a lot of time, to be honest, because ESL handled a lot of the back end stuff. But the other game I was running tournaments for, I didn't have ESL. I had to do all the back end stuff myself. Like, I had a web page with a blog and everything. This is how long ago it was. I had a web page with a blog to keep people up to date on everything and like who won and the tournament brackets and stuff. It was crazy. And I don't know, I just way prefer doing something like that than just working a normal job. I don't know, it's just way more fulfilling for me. You know, I definitely know people who are like in IT and, you know, their fulfillment is doing good at their job, you know, just doing their job, learning more about their job and stuff like that. That's not me. I can't sit there and do that. I have to be dynamic. I have to feel creative. I have to feel in control. I have to feel, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I super get you. I can barely get through the workday, but I can spend hours helping some random person online, no problem. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I helped a friend out for many years with his stream, and I'm so glad he is where he is now. He deserves it. He got pretty popular, and he absolutely deserves it. And I would spend so much emotional time, you know, physical time, helping him out, you know, giving him tips, advice on what to do, just sitting there, being there for him when, you know, things were rough on the stream or just rough in general. I'm just so happy and proud of him, you know? I'm so proud of him. He made both our dreams come true. It's something I never thought I'd get to see. And I want to give back that feeling to people. I want to give back that feeling. I just want to be there for people. It means a lot to me as an individual who struggles a lot with stuff. Just being able to be there for others, help them out and relate them with my own experiences. Just letting them know that it's gonna be okay. You know, being there at their worst, being there at their best, cheering them on no matter what. That's what keeps me going most days, honestly. Never giving up. Yep. You want to give me a giant hug? Aw. I don't know. Here. Here's a hug. That's what it would probably look like. I don't know. Oh gosh. I sat on my wire wrong. So it disconnected. Or, well, I was about to say it definitely shouldn't be out. Here, let's see. My body might be in a weird position. I apologize. I can't see chat or anything right now. I have to restart my wireless. Oh, okay, it came back for half a second. Oh, maybe we're good. Oh my gosh. Yay. We're okay. I sat back down on like my... I have a wireless headset, but it has a wire to a battery, and I sat on the battery and I accidentally disconnected it. Whoopsies. Your torso pooped. Yeah, don't worry about it. It happens. Yeah, it is really rewarding to do something you're passionate about. Yeah, I'm definitely not passionate about anything traditional. I'm a very emotionally passionate person. I always wanted to become a art therapist, actually. That was a dream for a very long time of mine, but I just don't do well in school, unfortunately. Like, I remember, oh my gosh, I'm so bad at math. I have dyscalculia. And so, like, gosh, I had to go through algebra several times, and then I'm fine in every other subject. Like, I like to think I'm an okay, you know, decently smart person, but math just kicked my ass every time, and it frustrated the shit out of me because I had to sit there and study it, and then I'd get to math, and it was just like, not happening, girlfriend. And so I got to college, and I, like, did the highest I could on, like, every single test they have you do to like place you into classes aside from math. And I got so pissed off because I had to do algebra again that I quit college just because I didn't want to do fucking algebra, dude. I hate it so much. But yeah, maybe with time I'll find my own success. It's gonna take a while, and that's okay. I don't have anything better to be doing, and I really like doing this, so I want to try my hardest this time. Because I've tried my hardest for other people, but maybe it's time for me to try my hardest for myself. Maybe that's my fatal flaw. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. I'm way more willing to do things and try my hardest for other people than I am myself. I value other people way more than myself. And so I'd rather see, at least maybe it's easier, I don't know. I'd rather see other people just like succeed than myself. And so I always try and work with them or help them before me. Maybe that's it. We can write that under Mizuchi's like fatal flaw. Too helpful. Suffering was real with me, math. Dude, I didn't even know I had dyscalculia until after I was like done with school too. I actually found out about it semi-recently. By semi-recently, I mean like years ago. I was talking with a friend and they were just like, you know, there's this thing called dyscalculia. And I was like, what the hell is that? I've never heard about that before. And I went to go look it up, and it's like specifically like having like issues processing like numbers and stuff and like keeping track of them. Like, I don't know phone numbers. I don't know birth dates. I can hardly remember my own birth date. I just have a really hard time with numbers in general and like dates, time. I'm always freaking out when like I put times in my Discord and stuff like that, or on my schedule. Like, I always freak out because I feel like I'm always gonna mess it up because I just like I look at numbers and it's like a different language to me. I don't understand them. I just don't understand numbers at all. It's so weird. I also have like a hard time with time, which is a thing with dyscalculia. I've never gotten officially diagnosed, to be completely honest. It just made the most sense because I'm good with everything else. But like I look at numbers and I'm just like, what the fuck are you, dude? The easiest way I can describe it, it's like dyslexia but with numbers. And it's just like, yeah, I look at numbers and I'm just like, no. What's 2 plus 2? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like counting fingers and stuff. Numbers suck. They're kind of cool, I guess. It depends. Depends on the context. Whoops. Didn't mean to grab the camera. Definitely depends on the context. Like money. If you have big numbers of money, that's good. Who was that? Who did that? Who did that? I heard something. Riri. Oh gosh. I have to blow up my monitor size in VR to read that. It's already the biggest it can go. Oh my gosh. Please don't. Okay. Whew. Your hard work, kindness, and thoughtfulness is present in every stream so far. Thank you for always providing such comfy streams. I do believe effort will always pay off, so good luck and keep going. You got this. Appreciate that, Riri. Appreciate that a lot. Probably no frog fractions, no. No Math Blaster, no. What other coolmath.com? That was a website, right? Wasn't it Cool Maths? Was it Cool Math or Cool Maths? I can't remember. That you would actually visit while in school. Like you'd have like free time during like a computer class, and but you were only allowed to go to certain websites, and like coolmath.com or whatever it was one of them. And it was just like math games. No. Don't get me started on fractions. Not happening. I can maybe sometimes do simple addition. Sometimes. That's even a stretch. I am absolutely a calculated person, and even then I usually have to do the number like several times in the calculator just to make sure I got it. Just to make sure, you know? Because who knows, maybe the calculator's lying to me, or maybe it's very possible I put the wrong number in. It's still a website you still visit. Oh god. Maybe that would be a fun stream. I'd gather up all these old gaming website like mini clips or something and find games to play. I don't know. Actually, honestly, it kind of sounds a little boring, but a little bit nostalgic. Speaking of nostalgia, all my Neopets are starving and probably dead. I can't get back into my Neopets account because I used a fake birthday. And I don't know what it is. And the problem is like, I think my cousin signed up on Neopets with my email too, so there's like multiple accounts under like the email address, so they won't let me recover it. And I don't know the birthday I put on that account, so I can't get my Neopets back, dude. Because it's like, even if you have the right password, it's like, oh, you gotta verify your information, and it's a disaster through and through. My poor Neopets. Same, yep. Dude, I just wanted to post on like the Neopet forums, okay? So I put like a birth date that was over 18 so I could. Big mistake. Big mistake. Now I can never get back to my Neopets ever again. God, what a weird, when you kind of look back on it, it was such a kind of weird website. So obviously you collected your Neopets, but then you had like your profile, and you could totally decorate your profile because I think it was through HTML that you could do it. And I just remember, like, I'm pretty sure mine was like super edgy. I had like the depressed fairy. I can't remember what she was. And like I had Drakes on it, and it was like back off, and I'm pretty sure I had like some edgy music playing on it when you went to it. You know, like a MySpace profile. Oh god, I remember doing that too on MySpace. Oh lord. Just thinking about it like makes me let's not. Based. Could you imagine? And then we just got rid of that. You know, like Facebook came out, Twitter came out, and like no more edgy, super crazy HTML profiles, dude. Even trying to think, like, Gaia Online? Maybe. I would imagine Gaia Online's still pretty popular if I had to guess. I haven't heard anyone talk about it in a while, but I would not be surprised if it's still popular. Customizing your profile on there. I guess we have Toy House now if you're into, like, having a place for your OCs. That's the last time, like, I really messed with a profile page, probably was Toy House. Jeez. So many social media websites, man. God, there's a lot. I'm just trying to think through all of them. So, you want some ancient internet history facts, okay? Bear with me. Alright, bear with me. We all know Twitter for the longest time had the character limit of 140 characters, right? And everyone always wondered, why is that 140 characters? That's so specific. Why this? Why, right? I can tell you, I actually know the legitimate reason why, alright? Because back in like 2008, 2009, when Twitter came out, I made I signed up, I got on Twitter, I had a profile on Twitter. Twitter's website basically non-existent. All right, it was a thing, like it existed to sign up on, and that was kind of it. It was not a looker. No, it was very, very basic. It was pretty ugly. So the main point of Twitter back then in like 2009, 2010 was that you would actually tweet. And you can still do this if you really want to. If you don't have internet and you just have text message and you need to send a tweet out, you can still do this. You can text 40404. That's the Twitter like phone number, text line. And if you have your phone linked to your Twitter account, do you even need to have a phone linked to Twitter anymore? I don't think you even do. Maybe. I don't know. You link, you text that to Twitter and it would tweet. So what would happen back in 2009 is you'd get on your little flip phone, your little, Razor or whatever, and you would tweet or text 40404, and that would send it to Twitter, and then Twitter would text all your followers. That's how Twitter would work. And so where the character limit came into play in this was a text message was 160 characters long, and they needed 20 characters for the username. So a tweet could only be 140 characters. So if you tweeted something, right, and it got sent to Twitter, it would go back out to you from the 40404 number, and it would say like at, Master Chief, and what they tweeted about. Yep. Good morning, Ayani. Did I ever bring Adventure Quest? I think I played Adventure Quest a little bit. I honestly didn't play a lot of Flash games. I was way into like City of Heroes and World of Warcraft to play a lot of Flash games. Yeah, you might have to sign up on Twitter with a phone number. We need to bring soulful edginess back. It's so great. Just listening to Evanescence, like like being 12 or whatever on Neopets. I can't remember the age. Like putting freaking Evanescence on your profile picture, like I'm so deep and edgy. Don't hurt yourself on my edge. You don't think you used a phone number? Maybe not. You were a fiend in Wizard 101? Ugh, I never played Wizard 101. I played WoW since like it came out. I've told this to you, but my dad, huge gamer. Papa Dragon is a huge gamer, and so we would just play like the new MMOs together. And when WoW came out, he was all about it. All right. I'm pretty sure Papa Dragon had me just so I could farm Battlegrounds in World of Warcraft, even though I was born way before that. I was still his kid, so it paid off for him. He had me farm Battlegrounds in World of Warcraft for him. And things like that, and like water his plants in Ultima Online. Because, to be fair, we both ran majors in Ultima Online, so we both needed reagents, so we had house plants that you needed to water for reagents. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's say... Okay. I was just looking at the time. Can you believe? It's been 2 hours almost. We're a couple minutes off of 2 hours. Holy guacamole. Wow. I've been talking a lot. My throat's probably gonna be sore after this. I'll need to make some tea and some honey. But I'm getting some Mexican after this. I decided through this course of the stream, I'm getting a big old fat ass burrito after this, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. Time does always fly, yeah. Dude, I played the shit out of Diablo 2, Warcraft 3. Okay, so Warcraft 3, I loved Warcraft 3. I have not played that in forever. I never beat the campaign in Warcraft 3 though. I was a multiplayer anti. I was a battle.net anti in Warcraft 3, okay? No, I didn't play like normal Warcraft, okay? No, I only played custom games, and there's two that stick out in my mind. Run Kitty Run. And the funny part about Run Kitty Run, and one thing I just always remember from Run Kitty Run, is the sped up Linkin Park music. Okay, so there was Run Kitty Run, and then there was Crystal Tower Defense, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was Crystal Tower Defense. And so I had a laptop back then. And if I needed to go somewhere, or if my family wanted to go somewhere, I'd bring this laptop, I'd bring my Warcraft 3 disc, and even in the car, I'd have the laptop out, and I would be playing Crystal Tower Defense offline. And I would sit there, one-man tower defense, dude. One-man tower defense when it was like a team one. And I'd win. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, I loved playing tower defenses in Warcraft. That was probably like my bread and butter of gaming for a really long time. Was just tower defenses. They were so much fun. Warcraft 3 had so many custom maps. Yeah, I mean, it spawned Dota, right? Look how big that shit is now. League of Legends, stuff like that. Dota, obviously the actual game Dota 2. Yeah, what else? I'm pretty sure it spawned other games. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Yeah, so when StarCraft 2 came out, that's where I spent a lot of my time too, was the custom maps again, playing. I think there was a map like Run Kitty Run, I can't remember the name of it. And things like that, yeah. I was okay at StarCraft 2. I got up to Plat in like season 1 or 2. I was okay at it. I played Protoss. Yeah, Protoss. I'm probably never touching an RTS though ever again. That is way too much commitment. That's like saying, hey, I want to play Path of Exile casually. That's not happening. Like, Path of Exile is a part-time job. I never, what? Oh, yeah, I don't think I ever got through the campaign in Warcraft 3. Like, fully. I got through, like, half of it a lot, but I don't think I ever went through it fully. No. I was actually looking forward to doing it when Warcraft 3, the remake came out, and then it was just shit, so I refunded it. Because I was mad at Blizzard. I was even more mad, okay? I went to... The last BlizzCon I freaking went to was the one that they announced Diablo Immortal at in the Warcraft 3 remake. Just throwing that out there. That was the last BlizzCon I went to. I was mad. It's so expensive. It's like $300 a ticket, plus I needed a hotel and everything. And then you have to buy food because you're at a convention. You can play the old version still, yeah. Yeah, you can. Oh my god. Ugh. Ugh. Just thinking about that. Disgusting. Super sad, yeah. Reforged, yes. Yep. That was a nightmare, yep. I was there. On the floor. When it happened. Yep. Now, with that much being said, if we axe that BlizzCon, all the other BlizzCons I went to were super cool. I remember one of them, they had this giant table in the middle of the floor, the convention hall, And everyone who had a WoW character and signed up for this table, I think like by default, if you bought a ticket and it was linked to your BattleNet, you got your highest level WoW character on this giant table. And it was so cool. I remember looking for my character on it because they had everyone's names like on a computer screen or something. And so you just kind of had to look. But this table was gigantic. It had like thousands of these little 3D printed miniatures of everyone's WoW character on it. It was so cool. It was just like they were only like blue and red for Horde and Alliance, and it was like this big battle, but like you got to be a part of it, right? So that was the cool part. There was that, and I remember when Overwatch was announced, I was at that BlizzCon, and as an FPS person, I was just like, Blizzard's making an FPS! Blizzard's making an FPS! You know, go crazy! I was so excited. You know, Overwatch was fun for a little while. It just obviously got the balancing it did, and now it's more of it's an ability game with shooting mechanics than it was a shooting game with abilities at some point. Yeah, that was an interesting one to live through, was all the Overwatch stuff. I was super into like the competitive team or the competitive side, like in beta and everything. I was pretty close with like the Envious team at the time. And yeah, just keeping up with that. And like I actually had two friends that went to Blizzard HQ to talk about Overwatch League before it was Overwatch League. Like they sat them down, like what's his name? I can't remember his name. The guy who directed Overwatch, like sat them down and they went over all their plans for this league and everything. It was so cool. I actually got to see Blizzard HQ once. I got like a tour of the campus and everything, and it was just so magical. Like actually being there after playing their games since I was a wee lass. Like finally being at Blizzard where the magic happened, you know? I have so many good memories of Blizzard. Sucks that they went the way they did. Yeah. Was cast bloat? It's possible, yeah. It's very possible cast bloat happened to Overwatch. I don't know. I think they just tried to push it too hard, at least from a competitive side. That's what I mostly kept up to date on, was like all the competitive drama and stuff like that. I think a lot of the players just felt really burnt out because they had played so many matches. Oh my god, I used to go to the Overwatch League arena in Burbank and watch matches and stuff like that, and you could just go like at any time there'd be a match on, right? And so like I can't think of another game that was, you know, where you were doing matches like every single night almost, maybe. Because like Quake Champion has Quake Pro League right now, but that's only every Saturday. I don't know. It's just crazy. I didn't agree with the competitive stuff they put, especially when they forced teams to before the game even came out. Yeah. So like I said, I was super into the competitive stuff in beta. I think it was closed beta when Envious, you know, was Envious, and you know all these teams were actual just like their normal esports names. It was interesting to watch that evolve. How like a lot of my friends who kind of started off in closed beta, who were super excited to be competitive in an FPS game again, a lot of them just kind of quit once the Overwatch League was announced. And then, you know, a lot of them did continue with Overwatch League. I want to say every single one of my friends who was in Overwatch League is no longer in Overwatch League, or they're in a manager position at this point. Like for that esports team, not necessarily Overwatch League related. Yeah. I think one of them works on Valorant now as a head coach. I think one of them is just like a general assistant. A couple of them are just like streamers now and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm trying to, wow. Yeah, a lot of them just got burnt out really fast. Yeah, no, they're doing fine. That's the good news. Thank you for stopping by, Yanni. I appreciate you. I want breakfast. Yeah, no, they're all doing good. That's the good news. Actually, Overwatch League was probably, even though they got burnt out, probably the best thing that could have happened for them, because they were all like very niche FPS competitors, and Overwatch League let them get that recognition, because they all, I want to say each and every one of them had some kind of spotlight in the Overwatch League. I think every single player in Overwatch League actually had good spotlights in Overwatch League. Like every single player on every single team was a personality for the game, right? I'm trying to think if there was any, yeah, they all had some kind of reputation. And so like they're all doing fine now, and I think it was the best thing that actually could have happened to them, even if they didn't agree with the model or anything, because most of them were just like niche FPS players that just played these unknown games and tried to compete in tournaments for them and stuff like that. So they actually all got jobs out of it, like stable jobs. So interesting how that played out over the, you know, over the years. Yeah, the people who decided to not participate in it anymore once it got announced, and the people who did because that's all they had. There was a lot, yeah. I want to say there was like 4 or 5 of my friends that Overwatch League was was like their last resort in terms of like being competitive and being on an esports team and like actually making it big. So it was a good thing for them. Yeah, it was a net positive for sure. Oh my gosh. We've talked about so much today. All I've done is laid down. Ah! And you know, it was comfy. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate all of you. Yes, you too. All the lurkers and everything. Is there something wrong with my face? Oh gosh. That was weird to say. Is there something wrong? Is there something wrong with my face? There we go. No. Okay. Thought maybe that was gonna fix it. Wait. Did I stop talking? Hello? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can you guys still hear me? Oh, you know what? It's VRChat that disconnected from my audio. Okay. I was looking at my microphone in VRChat and I didn't see the bar moving. Like, you know, it shows you and it wasn't there. And I was like, excuse me? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But you guys, okay, good. I thought I'm using a wireless mic, so I was afraid that it died. I was like, have I just been talking to myself? Oh no. Yeah, your mouth it probably hasn't been moving since I disconnected myself. It's fine. We don't need to talk about it. Whoop. Yeah. All right. I say before I get off here, get up and move around just a smidge, shake off all the blood clots. As I like to say, stretch out the blood clots after sitting for a while. Oh, there it is. My battery, like, I have a clip that I clip to the back of my pants to keep my battery on myself. And my clip was still on my pants, but my battery fell out, so I don't know where the clip was. Alright. Let me get it back on. It doesn't happen. It's not working. Okay, we good? I'll just do that for now. Okay. Whew. Shake it out. We got a little emotional there for a moment, too. Woof. Auto level. Look at me. Smooth. Okay, perfect. Whew. For all figments of your imagination, you need to wake up. Mizuchi, wake up! I know. Don't worry. I already know that. Could you imagine? Can you imagine someone like walks into like a therapist or something, or like I hear voices in my head, I read them every day, they're there, and it's just like streamer syndrome. Dude, I've done that before. Okay, I've been in VR a lot once, and I used to like be on other people's streams and stuff, so I used to just, you know, put up a personality or whatever, and there are times I have gone to bed And I've waken up because I was in VR so often and so much. I'd wake up and I think I'd wake up thinking I was in VR, like on a stream or something. I'd be like, like trying to figure out why I'm in bed streaming, on a stream or something. Glowing heart people. Aren't they cute? I almost tripped over something. That's okay. Yeah. It happens. It does happen. Where like you wake up and you think you're on a stream or something. It's weird. It's definitely weird. Okay. We need some more skirt action before I leave today. Like I said, stretch out the blood clots a little bit here. Woo! Alright. Feeling good. Alright, I'm gonna go pick up a big ass burrito. Good news, it's not that far away too. Get some refried beans. I love refried beans. They're so bad for you. They're so good. Mix that in with some rice. Woo! That sounds real good. Dreams can be weird. I have the weirdest dreams. I have the most vivid and weird dreams. Actually, for a long while, I don't even know how. I was, what's it called? It's not called vivid dreaming, but like where you're in a dream. Like you're dreaming in your dream. And so you sit there and you're like, huh, okay. Lucid dreaming, that's what it's called. And for a while I would lucid dream and I'd sit there and it was really weird because sometimes my family members would be up there. I'd go up to my grandma. I'm like, Grandma, this is just a dream. And my grandma would be like, huh? What are you talking about, Mizuchi? And I'd be like, we're in a dream right now. And then like I try and fly or something. That never works though. Yeah, lucid dreams. Yeah, it's just super weird. Dreams are freaking weird, dude. I have some weird reoccurring things in my dreams and stuff like that. Like, things that question like, maybe I should write this down and go talk to someone about it. Like, huh, okay, maybe I have some repressed issues, I don't know, or maybe my brain's just being weird. Yeah, dreams are very odd. Very, very odd. Kind of just makes me want to play Silent Hill. Anyway. Tomorrow, speaking of horror games, good segue, Mizuchi. Tomorrow, I'm trying my first chill out art game. Excited about that. We'll do it. I'll try and make it as dark as possible in this room. And I don't know what to expect. I don't know. I have no idea. It should be fun. I'm hoping at least one scream, alright? One Mizuchi scream. And I'll be satisfied. VR horror game soon? Oh god. It's tomorrow at the same time I started the stream, so 3 p.m. PT or 5 p.m. EDT? Is it 5 p.m. EDT? I think it's 5 p.m. EDT. Yeah, 5 p.m. EDT. Yep. When I'm really stressed, I always have a nightmare, like a giant spider in the corner room falling in a pit of snakes. Oh yeah, that's fun. I notice I usually get like really active dreams when my stomach ain't feeling good or it's gurgling or something. Like I went to bed full. And to be fair, you're not supposed to eat like a couple hours before you go to sleep. So if you do have problems with this, you should probably stop eating, especially caffeine and other sugary stuff before bed. But yeah, like if I do that or something, or I just had like a big meal before, or if I have a stomach ache, I generally get the weirdest dreams then. Which, tying this all together, apparently your gut health has a lot to do with like your brain and serotonin and stuff like that. So that's a fun little fact as well. So, so I don't know. If you notice that you're having a bad dream or just a very active dream, because like they're not necessarily bad, but sometimes the dreams are just very active where there's a lot of things going on. Maybe you have a hurt stomach, or it's gurgling, or you're hungry. That's absolutely when I get my weirdest ones. Yeah, or when I'm like half asleep, like you're fading in and out of consciousness, or you're just right on that verge. I usually find those to be really weird too. Not my tummy hurt. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. I think I talked I talked my little booty off today, my little tail off today. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for just going through random ass topics. We talked about like keyboards, we talked about jobs, we talked about horror stuff, we talked about old games. We just went through a bunch of stuff. It was fun. You know, it was really comfy. It felt good, like on my part, just to talk to you guys. I don't know if that's weird, but yeah, it just felt good on my part too. I feel better. I feel better. You know, I feel better. I'm in a better mood, 100% than when I started the stream. So thank you guys. Thank you for being here and listening. Oh, thank you, Rice. Thank you, Link. And Mari. And Jelly. Who else is here? Sturm. You were here. Cohen. It's been a fun stream. Oh, appreciate it. Appreciate all of you. Here. We can get a good little... Because these are always fun. Little skirt. Hip shake action going. Do the Johnny Bravo monkey. Alright. Like I said, I'm gonna consume a giant frickin' burrito now, so have fun, everyone. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Friday evening or Saturday morning, depending on where you are in the world. Go hug your pets, family, whoever you have at home, your bed, your pillow, whatever makes you feel good. And just remember, you got this. If I got this, you got this. We collectively got it. Okay? No matter what life throws at you, doesn't matter. We have it. You get to choose how you react to things at the end of the day. And it might be really hard. Sometimes it is really hard. Sometimes it's really hard to not be negative and not to be angry. But I believe in you. Believe in me who believes in you. And with that, I'm gonna go because I could talk about this stuff all night. Okay, I hit my microphone. It's like dangling. Hi everyone. I'm gonna find OBS now, wherever it is. Okay. Dun, dun. Oh no, the mic's fine. I just bumped into it. Enjoy your food, Pug. Pug, pug, pug. The wise word of a friend. Just keep pogging. Oh, I forgot my awful sloppy kiss. Mwah! Can't forget that. That's very important. Alright. Bye. Enjoy your weekend. See you tomorrow. Later.